morning. Yeah, it's a money-making Monday, but hopefully the weather allows us to make some money before the day runs out.
Nothing is stopping us. Nothing is going to stop us. So, we also have guests in the studio. I've got Otto Gostam Lugant, public affairs analyst, a political analyst as well. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Let's Talk.
Good morning, Christopher. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Rivers people. Good morning, Antonia. It's always a pleasure to be on 99.5 with you.
And a good friend in the house, King Mufasa Onyimzan. I got that right. Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Rivers people. It's a Yimus actually.
Okay. Welcome to Let's Talk. All right. We'll start off with the story making a round today. National Assembly this morning. Asabel, I'll come to you. For some
Why
reason,
is it happening?
okay. For some reason, I don't know why you're so drawn to this conversation. I don't know. But let's see. The Senate has warned the suspended lawmaker representing Kogi Senatorial District, Natasha Apochuduagan, 26, from forcefully resuming her legislative duties on Tuesday. The chairman of the Senate's on Media and Public Affairs, Yemi Ademodu, gave the warning in a statement issued on Sunday while insisting that no valid court order mandated her immediate return. Ademodu said that the Senate remained committed to due process and the rule of law. Is this so much distraction to the National Assembly, or is really, really important that this is addressed and we move on?
How is this a distraction?
I feel it has lingered for a very long time. And
it has lingered for a very long time because they do not want to do the needful. They don't want to follow the due process. And it's just funny that people that are supposed to uphold the law, people that are supposed to be lawmakers, are the ones frustrating the law. Because how can they say there's no court mandating the return of Natasha, knowing fully well that the last judgments have asked her to return? They have not done their part. They don't want her to come. And the question is this: what is it about this lady that is triggering grown men so badly that they don't want this man to return to her rightful position? And here we are talking about constitutional reforms, trying to make way for women to be in politics, giving them room to be in politics. But seeing what Natasha is going through, how would that motivate women to go into politics in the first place?
All right, that's Antonio's sentiment. Well, I'll have to come with that question. She asked a question. Auto Gostam Luga, I'll come to you. She's asking, what is it about this lady that's, you say grown men?
Yeah, grown men. I don't want to use one word, but like grown men.
Grown men in the National Assembly do not want her to rep. What is it about her now?
I don't think there's anything special about Natasha. It's just unfortunate that this issue has been dragged so long.
Okay.
In the sense that
you agree with that? That it has been lingered. It has lingered for so long.
If you look at it, there was no court judgment. If you look at it critically, the court didn't actually mandate the House of the National Assembly to reinstate Natasha. The court, if you go through it, you discover that the court, in a way, acknowledge the House. They didn't mandate the House. They acknowledge the House. They say, yes, you have the right to suspend her based on their House ethics rules. But in essence, I think they should try as much as possible to rectify this issue, so that everything will be put off. Because if you see the drama, the front and back, we wake up every morning, Natasha this, Natasha that, Apabio this, Apabio that. It's just unfortunate that some persons tend to drag the assembly to the National Assembly to the mud. And Antonia asked a question. She said, how will women go into politics
with all this?
Now I want to ask:
intimidation.
Are the women really being intimidated? We have.
Does this not look like
excuse me. We have senators, House of Rep members who are women. They have not come out to say they are being intimidated or they are
right. They're not rocking the boat. I mean, it's typical traditional African country. As long as you're seen but not heard, then you're a peaceful woman. But the moment you have an opinion, the moment you have a stance, then you're seen as problematic. What is a typical way of Natasha? She did not sit down quietly and allow these men do whatever they wanted. She fought for her people. She stood against corruption. Hence, she's been witch hunted. Let me put it that way. Which
Mhm.
mountain? As days on the past, as long as someone is opinionated,
Uh,
she's your
Antonia,
wish.
Antonia, I think we should
Yes.
just discuss what is on the pages of newspaper and
Which
forget
is
where you are
okay.
trying
So
to
okay,
dive
okay,
into.
okay, no
You
problem.
said
Can we come back to what's on the
yes.
table?
See,
Your own words. The court did not mandate the return of
there
Natasha,
was nothing
but
like
it did
although
admonish.
Mandam
But it
was
did
there.
admonish that what the Senate did was unconstitutional.
But within the right of the assembly,
It's
has
within
been
their
a
right
shrine
to
in their
abuse
ethics.
it, to abuse
Okay.
it. They abused our rights,
So
true or false?
let's hear
Please
let's
tell me to answer. They
Uh,
abused our right. They could suspend her. It's within their constitution.
Mm.
She could be suspended. But 6 months, don't you think that's an abuse of power?
I don't think it's an abuse of power.
You don't think
That
so?
depends. That depends on the magnitude of the case or possibly the offense she has committed. Now, if you watch, it was an allegation that she was sexually harassed by Akpabio, and they set up a committee, which the committee now found out that she doesn't have the substantial evidence to prove to them that she was truly sexually harassed. See, I just don't want to go into details about the brouhaha in the National Assembly. Let's just concentrate and see how these things will be resolved. Because first of all, on that particular day that she said she was allegedly harassed, you discover that she posted on her Instagram handle that she's enjoying herself. That though today is her birthday, but she's enjoying herself in Akwa Ibom because she's celebrating with their leader, who was Akpabio. When was she harassed?
Also, you said we should not go there. But if you want us to go that line,
That is
do you know?
exactly
Do you
where
know? Do you know? Do you know that?
we shouldn't
No,
start.
do you know that whenever a man authority exercises authority over a lady, at that moment in time, if she's not able to talk about
Okay.
it, she has to pretend as if all is well.
All right.
Excuse
No,
me.
can we
Have
not
you
go
been in
there?
that
Can we
position
not go
before?
We're not going to
there?
start.
Can we not
Have you been in that
no,
position before?
Also,
Can we not go
no,
there?
Asibo, we are not moving.
No,
in
don't
that
worry.
direction. We're not
It's
moving in
it's
that
okay to
direction.
work.
We're not moving in that direction, right? Let's have a conversation, right? First is for that actual question: is this lingering too much? You said yes, it's lingering.
It's
too
lingering
much.
too much.
Okay.
And for me, I think you're actually dragging the National Assembly to the mud. It's a bad reputation being built upon.
Okay.
You understand? So that is why I'm urging the National Assembly to still set up a committee, possibly, or the disciplinary committee should look into it holistically and see how they can recall her to avoid this newspaper headline all the time. Natasha and Akpabio.
Let me come to King Mufasa. Well, a lot of persons keep saying this matter hasn't been handled properly. It hasn't been handled with professionalism. Would you agree with that?
Well, I want to agree with that school of thought. I think it's quite embarrassing that we've been having this kind of discussion, considering how debaseful the accusation leveled against the Senate President. But I don't want to go into that. Let us dwell on the fact that the court, the Federal High Court, has ruled, headed by Justice Peter Yanko and something like that. The Senate acted excessively.
Excessively.
Yeah, that the Senate acted beyond their powers by suspending an elected senator for 6 months. And the ruling was that the Senate should immediately recall the lady back to the Senate. Immediately that ruling came, the Senate said they are yet to receive the certified true copy of that judgment. Yeah, and as soon as they get it, they will act upon it. It's almost going to a month now since that ruling was given. And we are seeing the back and forth. Oh, you have to do this, you have to do this, and all of that. A court of competent jurisdiction has given an order. And I see no reason why the Nigerian Senate would want to take this matter to this level. Because for me,
They're already taking it to the level. Not like
that's why I said it beats me Olu. Already it is an embarrassing situation that the office of the Senate President was accused of sexual harassment. in Senate climb, by now, the Senate President would have been asked to resign while a proper investigation is conducted to look into that matter. What we are seeing is a situation where it's as though the lady is now being victimized. We are seeing a gang up against a woman who came out to say, this is what I'm facing. So it's obvious that they are just trying to suppress dissenting voices. We cannot continue to run our democracy like this. If I were to be the Senate, they would have allowed the woman back into the Senate. The Senate has ethics and whatever committee that, for me, has been largely compromised. But going forward, let us not paint a picture as though the judicial arm of government is completely relegated to the background. We are aware of the court ruling. A federal high court said the Senate acted excessively. How can you suspend a senator for 6 months? How many times do they sit in a legislative year? So, I don't know if we are not concerned about our, how other nations look at us. I don't know if that concerns us. The reputation of our democracy, of the hallowed chamber, that's what they call it. The Senate. Tomorrow, she says she will be resuming. She has been asked to stay away. And I'm sure that if she comes, there's going to be a showdown, possibly a breakdown of law and order. She is going to claim that a court has ordered the Senate to recall her. And she has every right to go back to the Senate. There are better ways that some of these things can be handled without, dancing naked in the marketplace. It's for me, it is disturbing, it is embarrassing, and it's unfortunate.
And who are we holding responsible for this?
This, of course, the Senate. They are the ones that have made this matter to get to this level. I don't want to start going back and forth whether he did or did not do and all of that. As we speak, there is a court ruling. The Senate should not pretend as though they are not aware
of the court ruling.
They even said that they would act upon the ruling when they receive the CTC, the certified true copy of the judgment. And that ruling was given, I think, in the first week, within the, I think, second or third of this month or thereabout. This is almost, the ending of July. What is stopping them from giving her, what is her due and proper? She has constituency to represent. At the same time, we are looking at giving women equal opportunity to serve in various capacity. And when people begin to see a woman in a senator being victimized in such a way and manner, it's raised a lot of ugly dust in the air. Like I said, the international community are just looking at us with disdain. Like, how could this 21st century that a group of both men and women, because it's not just the men alone, even female senators are also part of this gang up. But most importantly, we just want the right thing to be done.
Okay.
If the court has given a ruling, the Senate has no other option other than to respect that ruling. That is my position.
All right. I don't know if you have anything to say. I would want to move over to another conversation.
Already, if you look at it politically, Mufasa has already condemned the Senate, condemned the Senate President, condemn everything. He feels the system is not functional.
Let's be honest with us.
The actions. The actions of the Senate, the action of the Senate President, and the actions of persons in the Ethics Committee.
Is it condemnable?
You don't just They say they are waiting for certified true copy. They've not gotten it.
For how many weeks?
It is possible.
You
The
know,
question you should ask is that has been delivered to them. Have they been delivered to the lawyers, or possibly the lawyer have not?
But the way you know the Senate, do you think that if it had not been delivered to them, Natasha would be bold enough to say she's going?
Why will you
Because
say?
obviously, even when the judgment came in, she also did say that she's
Yes.
waiting for the certified true copy. So are you trying to tell me, Otto Augustine, that is sent to Natasha, but it's not sent to the Senate?
Excuse me. Natasha is
Yes or
already
no?
playing
Do you
the
think-
victim
no.
game here.
Victim game. She's
Yes.
not a victim.
Yeah, she's already playing the victim game. I think the ethics committee, this disciplinary committee of the Senate, has what it takes to suspend. Yes,
For 6
yes,
months. For
yes,
6
they
months.
did. See, let me tell you
No,
something.
yes or
Let
no
me-
for 6
Is
months.
her salary suspended?
So are you trying to say Otto Augustine that our judiciary do not know what they are doing? They do not know the law. They
I
don't
am
know.
not casting
no,
aspersion
no,
on
hold
the
on.
judiciary.
No, I'm not, because they did say
You
that.
are trying to
They did-
pinch me
but that's-
against the
I'm asking
judiciary.
you a question.
That is what you are doing.
I'm asking you a question.
Am I against the judiciary?
I don't know. Are you
But
against them?
you are saying
Are
so.
you against them?
Invariably, you
It's
are
a
saying
question.
so.
I'm asking you a question.
I am a Nigerian
Like,
and I support everything that
your
proceeds out of Nigeria.
Your inability to answer that question says a lot.
My inability to do
Yes.
what?
Not to
What
answer
question
the
did you
question.
even
I
ask?
asked you, do you think that the judiciary don't know what they're doing?
The judiciary, in a way, said they acted in
They don't act
excessiveness.
excessively. They have no right
Excuse me.
to
And in a
suspend you
way,
for
they
6
also
months.
acknowledge. If you read that certified copy or you went through that judgment, they also acknowledge that the Senate has what it
Oh,
takes
wait,
to
you didn't say
suspend.
certified copy. Do you have a copy of that?
That was written by the press people on the newspaper.
Also, it's okay. I will throw the phone lines open. Let's have a reaction on this and then move on to the next topic here. 081 355 4231. I'm so tempted to talk about the NDDC situation, the allegations surrounding the NDDC. I don't know if we have much time. We have like a lot of topics to talk about this morning. 081 355 4231. Let's get a reaction on this. 081 355 42321. 091 286 30377. 091 286 30377. Someone accused me of being fast with the numbers yesterday. 081 355 42321. Oh, I lost that. I apologize. 091 286 30377. Hello, good morning, and welcome to Let's Talk.
Yeah, good morning, my people. Good morning to your guests in the studio.
Good morning.
Yes, I think I just laughed sometime when we analyze situation based on our emotions. Because as far as I'm concerned, it took the Rivers State governor to wait for certified true copy. It was not a problem. But the foreseen it now, it has become a problem. We were here when they gave judgment about Rivers State. The governor said he wants to receive his certified true copy. And he didn't obey the order. And we waited, and I tell you that was what caused part of the problem in Rivers State, waiting for that certified true copies. But now again, we're now saying, why would the Senate wait for certified true copy? How do we analyze situation like this based on our emotional interest? It doesn't. Of course, I will forgive my friend Mufasa because he said it's sinner crime.
I don't need your forgiveness. I honestly don't need your forgiveness. What he's saying is not true.
Okay.
But it's the truth.
That is position.
Yes, the truth.
The governor said the governor is for 1 week. For 1 week.
Hold on.
And he said he's not so you are forgiving me for what?
I didn't get what
you
you said, Mufasa. Go ahead.
The governor is making reference to the
Rivers
Supreme Court
institution,
judgment
yes.
that came. Like the governor said, he has not received
This is
it,
about
and it was 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was 1 week. As soon as it
It was
came,
a weekend,
as soon as it
Friday.
came, the governor started making moves to
Exactly.
implement it.
The-
But we're not
the
even talking
Senate has
about that.
not
Let us not
received
bring
It's
Rivers
so
State.
Otto Augustine.
Let
The
us
Senate has
let
not
us
received
not
it.
let us not bring
We cannot have. Let's have.
What is obtainable in newspaper
Also,
cannot
look at. Let's
be.
have.
Listen, I'm coming. Justice Binta Nyako gave this ruling since the 3rd of July. This is 22nd or 24th. What's today's date? Today's date is 22nd. So I don't want to even begin to react to that. So let us continue
It's
that
just too
discussion.
easy.
Okay. 08135542321. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Chris.
Welcome. Your name and where you calling us from?
Thank you. My name is Igwe Bugama.
Welcome. I apologize. My apologies. It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, I want to react. Talking about this Natasha issue. For me, what the student is doing is not too right. It's not right at all. For them to have suspended that woman in the first place, people say they have the right to do so. The government investigation was conducted before she was suspended. And now a valid court on the land have told them to record the woman back. Well, and they are saying they are still waiting for the certified to complete. How long will they continue to wait for that? How long? So from that time till now, have they not received the certified copy of that judgment till now? What is delaying them? Is it because she's a woman? These are questions that we should be asking. What is particularly what is the problem that this woman is having with Amadu?
What is the problem? Let's take more calls. Thank you so much, Chukwebuka. I did end your call again. I think your point has been noted. 08135542321, 09128630377. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Chris, Natasha.
Welcome, Kashan.
I think the pen is on the side to look The pronouncement of the court was not stand because when court made that pronouncement, all our country head is clear. When Mr. Yako made that pronouncement, we had it. These antics have started again. That's what these guys did in 2013. They use all manner of antics to change the narrative. And those of us supporting these antics, it is not good for us. So that woman was elected as a party. Chris, this is exactly what this Saraki did when he was Senate President. He has used the power of God in the Senate today. He has become a spectator. Whatever possession he brought to that religion by fronting him now. Because when you are keeping every senators are equal, they just allow you to preside. How can you now decide the fate of your fellow senator by the certified through copy? If the court says that session was excessive, what else do we want to hear? What else do you want to see in the true certified party? Is he going to see another thing, another document? I think the way we are playing this for not tomorrow now, because I believe that tomorrow will become another thing. We begin to say because does he make it right? But that was what press to answer on. Now they have started using everything. The governors are doing, Senate is doing, everybody using all antics to subdue the opposition. I think even if we cannot do anything, let's condemn it. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaushal. Two more calls. We move on to our next conversation. 08135542321. 08135542321. 09128630377. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Please turn on the volume of your radio set. Have you done that?
Yeah.
Welcome. What's your name and where you calling us from?
It is Andrew Amadi.
Quickly, let's hear you.
I want to hear from the Senate approve the ruling of the court.
Please turn down the volume of your radio set. Your radio is still on. When you call in, turn down the volume of your radio set. I'm wearing a headset. I'm getting a hold back, and it's really affecting. 08135542321. 08135542321. 09128630377. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my name is John Pope.
John Pope.
How are you? Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, doctors. What I want to say this thing that is happening that today. They happen in the school where the students have the same talent. And this one man, no one is going to support that Natasha.
No man.
Remember any man that is against it.
Did you say no man will support that? Mr. John Pope.
That's why they are putting it just in this matter.
Can you hear me, Mr. John Pope?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, you said no man will support Natasha. Is that what you said?
They are supporting the bad side. They are not supporting her. They are not with her.
Oh.
They are not with her. She's saying what she's saying. She is serious. And if you investigate it where you say that it's true, but why are they against it? Because it's a thing. Why politicians are playing game with our women? It's not good.
All right. He thinks politicians are playing games with women. He obviously said it's not good. Move on to our next conversation this morning. Please step aside for being 2027 obedience begs article. That's our next conversation here. So we hear supporters of the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, popularly known as the Obedient in Abia State, have urged former Vice President Atiku Abubakar to shelve his rumored presidential ambition in 2027 and throw his weight behind Peter Obi to pick the presidential ticket of the African Democratic Congress, that's the ADC. So the peaceful rally, dubbed 1 million man march for Obi, simultaneously in Umuahia, the state capital, Abia State's commercial nerve center, or for Ohafia town, respectively. So addressing newsmen in Umuahia, Abia State, chairman of the organizing committee and one of the coordinator of the obedience in the state, Dr. Chibuzo Obiesri, appealed to Atiku to sacrifice his presidential ambition to support Obi, who has the quick fix to Nigerian challenges. Two questions here. Will Atiku step aside? And does Obi have the quick fix to Nigeria come 2027? Let's hear you.
You know, it's going to be a difficult decision for Atiku to make, which I doubt if we actually go towards that direction. Atiku will not step down. And the plea of the obedience, they should just understand that they left a home that they were so comfortable. If at the end of the day, Obi throw in the towel
you think they were comfortable in that home?
Let me tell you something. Obi was the face of Labour Party. Whether you like it or not, the obedient movement was so high in Nigeria. You can't rule that out. They have the spread. You understand? But now he's going to ADC possibly if he will go. And at the end of the day, his presidential ambition might just be off. Because Atiku Abubakar, I know, will not step aside because he has made it known that he wants to be president. And this ambition has been running since 1993 to this moment. You understand? He has the ambition and he wants to accomplish his wish before possibly he grows old and join his ancestors. So for me, I think obedience should understand the fact that this coalition might not really be in their favor.
In favor of Obi.
Obi. And secondly, they talked about a quick fix. I laugh. If there's a quick fix as they claim, why didn't they fix Labour Party? Why are they running off from it?
It's a party now.
If you can't fix an internal crisis of a political party that is limited to numbers of persons, how then will you fix the issue of Nigeria that will have 240 million has been estimated?
I've heard several times that governance is different from politics.
Governance is different from politics. And you think with you not being matured enough to play the politics in the internal affairs of your political party does not give you the right to feel you play the politics when it comes to Nigeria. That is the question you should ask yourself. You know, we should be able to tackle it. They say charity begins at home. Right now, the Labour Party is the home of Obi. He would have settled the problem in Labour Party before thinking of taking a race to ADC. And you think ADC is a safe haven? Atiku built up. He has been planning this because automatically PDP was now too toxic for him to remain inside. He felt maybe he was already being wished away in PDP. That if he remains in PDP, there are some certain elements who will definitely work against him, either for him to get the ticket or possibly getting the ticket and failing in the general election. So he feels there is a room for him to contest and possibly win in ADC. He prepared that place before talking about coalition. He only went around calling persons to come and join him.
You mean
Atiku Abubakar? So Obi,
you saw this in pages of newspapers.
You of what? Preparing it or preparing
Don't
it?
mind me.
Is it because I talked about the See, Christopher, I want to tell you.
I don't know about that. That was I
know, but you should understand that Atiku has been a old horse in the politics of Nigeria. He understands what it takes to rigmarole himself and possibly scheme himself into that particular place he wants. And he called out Obi because Obi is popular, and obedience, we have no choice if at the end of the day a credible, free and fair, I'm coming, a credible, free and fair election is conducted, I mean primaries is conducted within their record. If now Obi fails, they will not see it as a way of being cheated out. They will say, oh, we have a primary that was transparent enough. Now let's support the winner. If you recall, the emergence of APC, when we left PDP for APC, I left PDP for APC. When we left PDP for APC, if you see the level of transparency, we had an agenda. And what was the agenda? We knew Buhari already as an individual person in, I think, which party was that? He was accumulating good number of votes from the north. So already he was a market ready to be sold. He was a goods rather ready to be sold out to the public, and which we did. Now Obi is the market for them. And if at the end of the day Atiku gets the ticket, he will now use Obi as possibly the campaign DG, because Obi will be at the forefront telling the people, oh, this is my person, vote for him, we are here. And if you watch, they have just one mantra: Tinubu must be out in 2027, and is that visible? If you look at it politically, is that really visible?
Why is it not visible? Has it not been done before? And can't be done? Why is it not visible? Has it not been done before, and can it not be done again?
You see, you should understand that Aswaju is the master of politics in Nigeria. He has been able to build a political dynasty all these years. Even the so-called articles we are giving, excuse me, even the so-called article we are giving platform on his political party to run for presidency. You know, he has been a journeyman in the political scene, from one political party to another. But what I'm telling you is that this coalition cannot unseat President Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
All right.
Take it to the bank.
Take it to the bank. Let me take it to Mufasa. I'm not taking it to the bank. Take it to him. What's your react? First is first on before you react to him, or maybe you want to react to him first, and then to the question I asked. Can we fix? First is first. Can Atiku give way for Obi, and can he fix the country?
We operate a constitutional democracy, and for me, I don't believe in anybody stepping aside for anybody. The only way that Nigerians, especially myself, would have some level of confidence in the so-called coalition is their ability to organize themselves. If they cannot organize themselves, it simply means that they cannot fix Nigeria. That's the simple truth. In as much as we know that...
hold on there. Well, the present administration, led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was able to organize the APC to a large extent, and you think it's doing a good job?
No, you see, when
I mean, following in relation to what you just said.
When my friend was saying that the president is the master of politics and all of that, I don't really subscribe to that, because a single tree cannot make a forest. You know, you cannot say Asiwaju alone organized the APC.
He led it.
In 2013, when the APC was formed, it was about 3 political parties, then 2 other from the PDP and Afghan and all of that came together to form the APC. We had strong, notable politicians coming together. You know, so let us not even go into that. My concern here is a group of people coming together. Of course, they are well within their rights to make such requests that one person should step aside for their own preferred candidate. But I see that as a very tall order. Okay? And I'm also aware that not all obedience are members of the Labour Party. We have people who are just sympathetic and empathetic to Peter Obi. They just like him, and they believe that he has what it takes to govern this country. So we cannot be technically correct to say that we should remain in Labour Party. I know a lot of obedience who are not members of any political party. You know, but saying that Atiku should not contest, like I've said before, is a very tall order. What I would have expected all the frontliners, because I'm aware that Atiku wants to be president, the former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amaechi, wants to be president, Peter Obi wants to be president. I don't know about El-Rufai and the rest, but they should organize themselves, try to build a strong, formidable party or group or coalition to see how they can give, the APC a run for their money. Currently, as we speak, we don't have any viable opposition, and that is what the APC wants. They want everybody to be in this, so that they can have a field day. You don't need a mirror to look at what you have in your hands. Already, Nigerians they are yearning for a change. Nothing is working in this country. Nothing is working. So, if there is an alternative to what we have now, Nigerians will be, will most likely want to test the alternative. But before then, that alternative must organize themselves. They must try to prove to Nigerians that they have what it takes. First of all, let us see how they can handle, their internal democracy. If the time comes for a primary, they do it in a transparent and fair manner that nobody would, consider, themselves to be victimized. Otherwise, I don't subscribe to use the step aside for me. Everybody should be allowed, to show, to tell Nigerians what they have, to deliver to the people. Like I've said before somewhere, and I'm saying now, as a person like myself, I'm not interested in where the person comes from. It doesn't matter where he starts, because that's why we are here. What we are having today. Oh, it is the turn of the south. It is the turn of the north. Now we have a southern. Because Nigeria politically is divided into north and south. You understand what I'm saying? Politically, whether you are from the southwest, you are the south, or the southeast, you are from the south. Whether you are from the northeast, not necessarily you are from the north. But today, where has that, arrangement, where has it taken us to? Nowhere. Those who have the capacities to deliver and the desire to accomplish should be given opportunity. In America, in the states where the father, after ruling, the son comes after, the 3 to 2 tenures and, took up, leadership position. In the case of Bush, they don't look at things from that perspective. So let us look at things from a perspective where we consider the capacity of the individual. The North has ruled Nigeria for long. Go to the North. They have in fact, they are home of the poorest of the poor. Insecurity is rife in the North. Today we have the Southerner there. Are we buying petrol at a different price from where the people in the North are buying it? Are people not being killed even in the Southwest?
All right.
Are people not being kidnapped in the South? Let the coalition people. I'm happy because if you have a democracy where you don't have viable opposition, the PDP is more or less a pitiable shadow of itself. So if the ADC is coming to give the APC a run for their money, God, I'll be very, very glad to see.
I know a lot of persons are saying the ADC is dead on arrival.
No,
That's sentiment.
of course, people have the opinions to things, but I just want a position where, the APC is giving a viable opposition so that they can sit up.
Before Asabel asked her question, I wouldn't want to agree with you when you said nothing is working in this country.
Thank you.
That's one. I think
Okay.
one because this station is working. A lot of things are
Yeah,
working.
Is this station owned by the government?
No, you don't say nothing is working.
No,
I
nothing
tend
is
to disagree
working.
with you. No, I tend
You have the right to disagree
No,
with me,
no,
but my
it's relative. No, it's not about Mufasa. Listen to me, Mufasa.
Yeah.
It's not about agreeing with you. It's about the word nothing is the statement nothing is working in the country. It can be translated in different ways.
Okay.
When you say nothing is working in this country, it means nothing is working in this country. You didn't say politically nothing is working.
No,
you just said nothing is working, but just
No, but I still maintain that position.
all right. So real.
Nothing is working, you are here.
That's why I maintain that position.
Your question as well. I go answer.
Otto, why are you crossed?
Is that?
It's not that crossed, like he's been, are you picking up?
Yeah, I'm taking a call now. Yeah, okay, let's take this call before we move on. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, keep your calls coming. 08135542321. 08135542321 091-286-30377 Hello, good morning.
Chris,
Yes, welcome.
yeah, caption. I think most of persons want to describe the APC that was fought to that and how I watch. See, Chris, go and ask Rajiv. Go and ask Kwan Souls. Go and ask Abnechi. These are the personalities at Buhari from his home block from CPD. In fact, when it comes to the primary in Ondo State, where people supported one Ibrahim and Abnechi supported this late governor, it was that what was one of the issues people that your politics the then work for the one who will play. He defeated him in his own area. Oh, and most people wanted to be fine. And many people wanted to stop it. But as anybody in that party. So when everybody let me know, he was the person that made this coalition everything possible. But if he started telling me that was a member of that party that people was no, it is no. But I tell you that this coalition will soon their president. Anything that has to do with the presidency in that party will be sold. If they zone it to the north, articles are there. If they zone it to the south, Americans and P2P will contest in a transparent election. If they zone it to the, it's all about north and south. So if anybody says it's just an arrival, let the person wait. This coalition is made up of reputable personalities that you don't know you. Somebody like the back and the rest of them. And these are the people that know the answers of politics. When it comes, look at
It's beyond words. Caption. It's really beyond words. Trust me.
don't worry, you will.
I'm not worrying. Of course, I'm not.
They will feel it.
I-
Jonathan will lose and he left. What ceremony? See, you will see what no matter what people are saying, it will happen.
I will see. I'm here. I'm here. 08135542321. That's about it.
Well, gentlemen, also, you did say that should the primaries be conducted and Atiku come on top, that he's going to leverage on Obi's popularity to sell himself to the Nigerian people. But is that not to say that Obi actually has the people, he has the votes? And if that's the case, then what is Atiku doing by not stepping down? Because I think it's going to be about 7 to 9 come the next elections, and we're looking at a progressive Nigeria. So what is a 7 to 9-year-old man who has attempted 6 times, what does he have to offer to the Nigerian people other than trying to preserve his legacy?
For me, I don't understand what you are saying that what he has to offer to Nigeria, because
Yeah.
I am not even in support of him. So for me, I don't see anything he want to offer.
No,
You
but you did say
Hold on,
that
I
he's going to leverage
said
on Obi's
something. Peter
popularity.
Obi's popularity,
Yes.
the obedience. You see, before now, they felt maybe in that 2023 election, if they were together, the votes that Peter Obi had, the vote that Atiku Abubakar had, put
Was
together
divided.
would have made them victorious in that election. But I want to tell you that, someone called and said, Right Honorable Rotimi Chibika Ameka and the rest of them. Chibika Ameka that lost the River State. Is it the one he's projecting to maybe possibly deliver Atiku Abubakar in River State, or anybody that, excuse me, or anybody that emerges from the ADC coalition from 2015? I was with Chief Ikero Rotimi Amechi. He was our leader in APC. We have been serial losers in River State.
You said me now.
Yes, because I was with him. He was our leader. We are serial losers. And if you are coming to say Rotimi Amechi was this one, was that. See, let me tell you something. Atiku Abubakar, as I said earlier on, he knows the game. The game already has been planned. It's just like a chess game. You know when to bring in the king and not. Atiku Abubakar has already done his homework. He's going to emerge. And he's going to leverage on that fact that there was a transparent election or primary in ADC. Now, Peter,
But if you
excuse me,
leverage,
excuse me.
you're already projecting him to win it.
He is not going. How is it?
If Peter doesn't he also have the
Leave
to win the
this thing.
primaries?
This is politics, for God's sake. There was an arrangement before the coalition was even formed. Peter B had meeting with Atiku in London. We aren't here, where? Peter B had meeting with Atiku in various places. Are you telling me that they didn't have compromise and nobody stepped down on those agreements?
So you mean that they've already agreed?
There is an agreement already. There is an agreement
Are they
already.
deceiving the people?
They are. What they are going to do is just a ceremonial primary. This man has emerged. Okay, Peter B, since it was transparent, come and be the campaign DG. But I'm telling you that even if they like, they should all come together and become one body. They will not unseat President Ahmed Bola Tinubu.
Okay, let's save time. You have something to say? We react to this?
No.
All right, so let's take this one. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome back.
Yes, sorry, before I go, let me correct an impression. Mufasa, sorry, I was not saying I forgive you. I was only trying to forgive the country for this kind of things happening. Like you said it in that line. That this kind of thing can't happen. It was not because I didn't say
Noted. I think that's not really necessary.
And also let me tell you that corruption is working in these countries. So when you say nothing is working, it's not correct.
Okay. Like I said, the statement is relative in as much as this is coming from a negative angle. 08135542321 08135542321. Before we go, I would love us to touch on this particular story. The National Economic Rights and Accountability Projects and 4 concerned Nigerians have filed a lawsuit against the government of President Bola Tinubu over the failure to publish a report with forensic audits carried out on the Niger Delta Development Commission. According to SERA, the report implicated top officials and politicians in the disappearance of 6 trillion naira from the agency between 2001 and 2019. The statement by SERA Deputy Director Kolowale Oluwadare on Sunday said former President Muhammadu Buhari had in 2019 ordered a forensic audit following widespread allegation of the grand corruption within the NDDC, adding that more recently the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, alleged that the wife of the former Minister of Transportation received 48 billion naira over 12 months to train Niger Delta women. First, let me get a reaction on this quickly.
Before I react to that, I also appreciate Christian for setting the record straight. I mean, we are good, no cause for alarm. And then you see, I have said it before and I'll say it again that when an abomination stays too long in a system, it becomes a way of life. You see, this issue of forensic audits reports, published forensic audit reports, is now becoming, a subject of ridicule.
Because it never happens.
I wouldn't say it never happens. I wouldn't say if they auditing, if they actually audited the NDDC, because I'm aware that so much money, millions, hundreds of millions, was used to get auditors, forensic auditors for that matter, to embark on that journey. And it has become a journey of what I call as a journey of futility, more or less. If they have the intention to repair, to bring sanity to the NDDC that has been a cesspool of corruption over the years, the NDDC has been an agency where they used to settle political friends and allies, where monies are removed to run politics. If there is sincerity, or if there was sincerity to actually get to the roots of all the anomalies in the NDDC, I'm not sure that we'll be having this discussion today. It's been more than 4 years or thereabouts that a forensic audit was ordered on the NDDC. And up till this moment, we are yet to see a white paper. We are yet to see anybody prosecuted. We are yet to see any implementation. We are in this country where the old drama of off your mic and all of those, shenanigans that was displayed in the course of the NDDC probe and all of that. And one would ordinarily expected that by now names would have been mentioned, heads would have ruled, people would have been prosecuted. But it's like what I'll call, trying to make a mockery of the entire process and insulting the Niger Delta people. So for me, not until I see actual sincerity on the part of government, I will never take anything that they call forensic. Was it only the former transportation minister's wife, assuming she was fingered in that report?
Yeah.
Was she part of the off your mind saga? I don't care. What we want to see what was in that report. But I can tell you for free that report will never come out.
All right. I don't know if you share the same sentiments before we wrap up.
You see, Christopher, on this particular issue, I am not against Mufasa completely. Do you know why? We have had this drama for so long. I keep telling people that we should try as much as possible not to make NDDC a cash cow. See, I've been in various platforms where the former Attorney General of Rivers State, Honorable Barrister Mobu Bombs, he has given a suggestion to NDDC. He said instead of at the end of the day you bring in this one, bring in that one, and contracts are awarded in a way that you don't even understand how those contracts have been done. You see contracts abandoned, and the rest of them. And some persons are fingered. That money we are carted away for a project that never existed. He said, why don't NDDC concentrate on building railway system in Niger Delta, connecting the whole Niger Delta state? It would have even been more beneficiary to us, because in the sense that goods and services would have moved from one place to another without any hindrance. But for the fact that you mentioned something, political settlement. Some persons go into NDDC without knowing why they were sent to NDDC, without knowing the main cause of NDDC, without knowing that NDDC was set up to develop Niger Delta and to make Niger Delta a place to be because of the oil exploration. But what happened? It turned out to be that it's a cash cow for so many persons. They receive money, move away with it, no project. You go here, NDDC is constructing road. At the end of the day, that road is abandoned. Possibly they will do drainage uncompleted. My brother, I think the forensic check or whatever thing they call it would have been made public. But as Mufasa said, and I agree with him on that, it might not be known to the people. See, I was a victim of something which I wouldn't want to place my hand on. For the reason you watch NNPC. NNPC is almost suffering that. Trillions of naira is missing, and nobody is held accountable for it. Now we are talking about Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. Please, let's try as much as possible to do away with corruption.
Right.
Nigeria will go forward.
I wish we can move forward with trying as much as possible. We have said trying as much as possible several times. Thank you so much, gentlemen in the studio, Mufasa, for your time.
Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. Good.
It's always a pleasure to be organized by some certain persons. I don't want to mention their name.
To be organized by serial winners now. We are serial winners.
Okay.
I don't know if
I'm not the serial loser.
He said serial losers. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Let's Talk here 99.5, which from Nigeria's Business Radio. Antonio, last words.
I think the gentlemen have said it all. Before we leave, though, I would want to say that when it comes to women in politics, we need the support of the men. Chris, I don't know why you're laughing. This
No,
time
I'm very laughing.
Please don't.
I'm not laughing.
Okay, we're calling for constitutional review. We're asking for more women to be involved in politics. But if the few women who have taken these political positions are being intimidated day in, day out, what does that say to the masses? So at the end of the day, let's do the needful and then let God do the rest.
All right, let's do the needful and let God do the rest. And this is where we'll wrap up. Next up is the economy. Don't go nowhere. Stay with us.
I think you are from the same senatorial district. Don't worry.
You will show up pepper.
Show me pepper. I mean, let me go show you pepper.
Don't worry.
You will show up pepper.
Don't worry.
I'm not worried. Do I look
Don't
worried?
worry.